what's happening here is the crust is baking in the 350-degree oven for 7 minutes, as we know, because my timer is set, and that will tell me when to take it out. Edges are supposed to be light brown. If they're dark brown, I'm fine with that, because I'm not a racist. Now, you keep the oven going at 350 while you're preparing the cheesecake recipe, because you're going to bake the cheesecake at 350, so you want to keep that oven going. So I'm going to pull together some of my stuff for the cheesecake recipe, and I'll be right back. Here we are again. Welcome back. Now the 7 minutes have passed, and I've taken the graham cracker crust out of the oven after the 7 minutes. No more, no less. Now here's what it looks like. There we go. You can't really, probably can't tell, but it is a little dark around the edges. Ooh! Oh, that was almost a disaster, wasn't it? Now, this needs to set aside and cool on a cooling rack. Now, I do have a rack. I have this little rack. It's not really a cooling rack. I think this is actually bought for my sink, because you can see that little hole in the middle is for the drain. But it'll fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this on the floor on, I have 2 bricks. You can't see it, but you don't need to see them. You can, you're smart, you can imagine it. 2 bricks so that's actually elevated a bit so that it will cool. So I'll be right back. Now, the graham cracker crust is cooling per the instructions. Let me put these away, have another sip of coffee. Now we're going to start with the cheesecake. Now this should be fun. And I really hope this works out, because I can't think of anything more yummy than a pumpkin cheesecake. I really can't. Well, I can, but I won't get into that. So, what do we need to do here first? Now, got the graham cracker crust going and cooling. So, what we need to do now is start mixing some ingredients. So, got a large bowl here somewhere. Here we go. That's a large enough bowl, I think. And in this bowl, we're going to put some cream cheese. Now, we have 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese that have been, my hands are clean, don't worry about it, that have been cooled to room temperature. I think that's room temperature, maybe a little not. So we're just going to dump these 2 packages, here's package number 2, into the bowl. Cream cheese, and we're going to put some sugar. And how much sugar we need? We need 1 cup of sugar, which is here somewhere. Oh, here. I really need to buy some canisters. This plastic bag is not really doing it for me. Now, we need a cup of sugar, did I say? Yes, 1 cup of sugar. Now, another tip that my friend CJ recently gave me was the difference between this measuring cup and this measuring cup. Now, before then, I was just using this for everything, because I actually didn't even own any of these. Aren't they smart? Now, CJ explained to me that this kind of measuring cup is intended to be used for liquid measuring. This kind of cup is to be used for dry measuring, which makes sense, because let's say we want a cup of sugar, which we do. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to dip it into the bag here and get a sugar. Now the reason that you want to use this kind of a cup for dry ingredients, sugar, flour, etc., is because this is a cup, and you want to be able to fill it, and then you want to scrape it off so that you know that you've got the cup, right? Now you couldn't do that in here. This is a 2-cup measuring cup, so the sugar would go up halfway. There's no way that you can scrape off that top. So I'm going to put a little more in here just so I can experience what it is to scrape the top. I'm going to pull out a little butter knife, and you can't really see this, but I'm just scraping the knife over the top of the cup. So you see I have this lovely, nice 1 cup of sugar. Not bad, huh? So the 1 cup of sugar goes in with the cream cheese at room temperature. Set that aside. What else do we need? Vanilla extract. We need 1.5 teaspoons. Be right back. vanilla extract. Gosh darn, that's hard to get off. There we go. So I do have measuring spoons. I've had those forever. I don't know why. So let's see. We need 1.5 teaspoons. So here we go. Here's a teaspoon. Carefully, carefully. There we go. Let's find that little half teaspoon right there. Gosh, my vision's getting bad. Here we go. Here's a little half. Careful, careful. Got that in. That's lovely. Take this lid, put it right back on the bottle like a good cook. We're going to combine that. I only have one wooden spoon. You see, I told you I'm so not prepared to be a cook or a baker. I have one wooden spoon. I think I have one plastic spoon, but what the heck. So I'm just going to rinse this off a bit. My sink's right there. I'm rinsing it off there. So it's got some of that graham cracker crust on it, which I should have just stuck it in my mouth, but don't swallow though. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to combine this cream cheese and sugar and vanilla. Maybe this cream cheese should have been a little bit softer, but you know, hopefully that won't screw up the entire recipe. But you know, we're gonna find out. If it fails, it fails, and I'll try it again, and the next time should be good. But hopefully this time will be good. We'll see. But here I am, combining, getting this cream cheese and vanilla and sugar mix. Now it should go a little easier once I start adding the liquid ingredients, which will, you know, obviously it's going to make it go a little smoother. That's what liquid does. So here I am combining. I wonder what they actually mean by combining. I suppose that's probably open to interpretation. Maybe when you can't distinguish between any of the ingredients, like you can't see the cream cheese, you can't see the sugar, and you can't see the vanilla extract, right? I mean, that makes sense. Once it's combined, it just looks like one glob of whatever. Actually, so I think this is actually doing quite nicely now that I'm having a look at it, because I can see this. Here, I'll show you. You probably can't see that terribly well, but it looks pretty combined to me. But I'm going to give it just a few more turns, just to be on the safe side, because I think I may have already said this, but I really want this recipe to work first time around. I love it when something works the first time. I love it, love it, love it. I love it. But we'll see. See, I got a little carried away there. I do that sometimes, especially when I'm home alone, which is more frequently than I would really wish, but let's not go there. So anyway, I think this looks quite lovely indeed. So I've done that. Now I need to add some sour cream and some whipping cream. I like whipping cream. So let me get those two ingredients. Here we go. Sour cream, whipping cream, sour cream, whipping cream. It's like a drag routine of some sort, I don't know. I'm going to set my makeshift sugar canister off to the side there. You can't really tell, but my kitchen is not terribly large. I mean, it's a fine kitchen. I actually have a nice corner window over my sink. It's kind of like being in a spaceship. Maybe I'll show you that later. But I don't have a lot of counter space, which makes it difficult to cook. But again, I make do. Now, what we need here is, what do we need here? We need 1/4 cup sour cream. So here we go. I'm going to spoon this out. I'm just going to toss that into my lovely combined ingredients of sugar and sour cream and vanilla extract. So there we go. Let's make sure we get all of it. That's fine. Okay, so we've done the sour cream. Now we're looking at 1/4 cup whipping cream. Now, we obviously know that whipping cream is a liquid. So again, we're going to use what? That's right. Now I should have another one of these because I got that all dirty. But again, I'm going to make do. So I don't know if I'm supposed to shake this or not. Does it say anywhere? Am I supposed to shake this? I don't know. You see how terrible I am to cook? But I'm going to shake it anyway because I always do. You know, I mean, it is creamy. You know, it can settle. I don't know, curdle. I don't know. Well, I hope it's not curdle because that could be disaster. faster, so I could end up in the emergency room. And I don't want to do that because it's a $200 copayment. No thank you. All right, I'm going to pull this little tab, opening up the whipping cream. What is it again? It's a 1/4 cup whipping cream. So I can pour this in, 1/4 cup, pouring right into that little mixture there. So there we go. Let's see. Oh, now I get to beat. So I have my mixer here. It's a Hamilton Beach. Brand new. I just bought it yesterday. Before this, I was doing all my beating by hand. Do I need to say it? Probably not. Okay, so got my little thingamajiggies here. I don't know what they're called. Sticking right in there. Here we go. That looks not secure. Last thing I need is one of these things flying out and hit me in the face or the underarm. I don't know. Okay, so I want to make sure that I get all of this off the spoon into the bowl. There we go. I think that's good. Set that aside. The bad thing about cooking is, I think anybody who cooks knows, is the cleaning up. Particularly me, I tend to be a messy cook. I don't know why, because I'm such a neat freak otherwise. You should see the other room. It's like, who is this person? So here I am, whirring away with my Hamilton Beach black, so it, matches my shirt and continues to make it a bit more slimming. Okay, anyway, now just until smooth it says, so let's see. I always like electric mixers because they make that nice little pattern that you always, reminds me of that little toy in the 60s and 70s, what was it called, like a gyrograph thing? I don't know. The 60s, what a blur. So, okay, now that looks smooth to me, so I'm going to turn that off. I'll show it to you. Probably can't tell, the lighting in here is terrible, but I think I look pretty good. But anyway, it looks lovely. Let's see, where's my eject button? That's a burst. I think that, oh, there we go. Isn't that clever? You just push that little thing. It's like, pops right out. So let's do a little of this, make sure we get all that yummy cheesecake batter. It looks like a cheesecake batter, I think. So maybe the gods are on my side today. We'll find out, won't we? Have a little sip of coffee. It's a little cold. I'm going to nip this into the microwave. I don't think that's right. I don't think you nip something into the microwave. Do I nip over to the microwave? I don't know. I'm not British. Okay, that's 40 seconds in the microwave. I don't need to set a timer for that because I'll hear it go beep. We need to mix in some cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, cloves, and flour. Now, I am a little prepared. So in this bowl here, you can see, I think you can see, well, maybe you can't now, but anyway, in this bowl I have let's see, I have 3/4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a 1/3 teaspoon of ground ginger, and a 1/3 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and an 1/8 teaspoon of ground cloves. It smells pretty good. So we're going to add that. That's all poured. There's the beep on the microwave. Ooh, a little too hot, but that's all right. Okay, so now we need some flour. How much flour do we need? We need 1/8 cup all-purpose flour. I like all-purpose flour. I just like all-purpose people, things, flowers, whatever. Versatile. How about versatile flour? How about that? I like that. Anyway, here we go. Got some flour. You notice I've been bending it over because I've been keeping stuff on the floor because, as I said, I don't really have a lot of space. But again, I'm making do. I'm good at making doing. I'm good at making. If I say I'm good at making do, that sounds a little dirty. Anyway, we're going to open up this flour. Again, I don't have a canister, but I can put a lot of flour. So maybe later I'll go shopping. I need 1/8 cup all-purpose flour. Now, I don't have a 1/8 cup here. I have a 1 cup, I have a 1/4 cup, and I have a 1/3 cup, and I have a 1/2 cup. Now, math is not my forte, nor is it my fort. But I do know, I think, that 1/8 is a half of 1/4. Is that right? I don't know. I suppose I could Google it, but I don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm going to take this 1/4 cup and I'm going to do a half. Now that's going to, obviously I can't do the scrape thing because it's like half, so I'm just going to have to improvise. But so I'm going to do that.